You had said something that I think, and I'm going to say something I know is going to piss people off. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry, everyone. Blame me. But Jason, you had said something that, hey, you were upset about a rating that you gave or that the VA awarded you. Maybe you were not service connected, whatever that situation is, and you were mad at the examiner. But then you said when you look back at it, really, it was you, right? And one thing I do want to point out, and I see this all the time in veterans, is a lack of accountability from the veterans side. Is there accountability on the VA side? Absolutely. I'm not going to fight for the VA in that. They suck. Okay, that's the fact. Is there accountability on the CMP examiner side? There's supposed to be, but there's a lack of because the whole VA contracting. I don't want to get into that on this one. Is there accountability on the veteran side? There's supposed to be, right? There absolutely is supposed to be. And I think that gets down to are CMP exams easy or hard? You know, in order to answer that, I would ask a counter question and say, well, what evidence did you submit with your claim? Because that right there determines if it's easy or if it's hard. And if you have evidence, even if the CMP examiner says no service connection or 0% or 10% or whatever, you have the evidence to bring with you in a higher level review. That's the purpose of the HLR. The HLR will only work. It will only work if you have the evidence. And by evidence, I don't mean what you feel is evidence. I mean the big three. So if you have the evidence, especially the in-service event and the current diagnosis, that's good. That makes the exam easy. What happens is when you don't have the evidence, now you're backtracking and you put in a claim for migraines and there's absolutely zero evidence from service that you have migraines. You know, you maybe submitted a migraine secondary to tinnitus. There's still no evidence for your migraines and your tinnitus. You're just going off of some article that you found on YouTube, right? Don't do, by the way. You submit that claim, all of a sudden you're denied, and you're like, CMP exam sucks, the VA sucks. But that's it. You did everything perfectly. And my message to veterans is just, hey, just CMP examiners do suck. The VA does suck. Okay, got it. But is there an ability, is there a way that veterans can be accountable and responsible for the evidence they submit with that claim? That's going to make your life a lot easier. If you submit evidence, is the VA going to deny you? They could, and it does happen, but that's why we have the appeal process and the higher level review. Is it right? No, it's not. But veterans can always lean back on evidence. You can't lean on nothing.